Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today I made another budget deck for the Primal Clash shown format, and this is a Gyarados with the Eevolutions. So yesterday I published the video with the Medicham and with the Eevolutions, and today I decided to keep with a good stage 1 deck on the budget build, and basically I decided to run Gyarados. So actually, like those budget decks, I also play in real life with the budget decks with my friend. I actually like to play with non-expensive decks because you actually need to have some skill to play them and also to win with them. And Gyarados can actually help you a lot. Definitely with the future format. So let's take a second to see that Gyarados. 130 HP, double. It can have 2 tools attached on it, but that really doesn't matter because I'm not playing any kind of tools that can help that Gyarados. The first attack is the attack that we are going to use. The full retaliation, 30 plus 30 for each of your damage counter attached on your Magikarp on the bench. Basically, if you have like Magikarp on your bench with 2 damage counters, that's 90 damage with single double color synergy. So 2 Magikarps with 20 damage, that's 150. 1 more Magikarp, 150, 210. Well, a lot of damage. If you ask yourself how you can do that, well, there's a Team Magma secret base. The good thing is that the only card that can actually snipe on the bench is Mega Alakazam and Golbat. In my opinion, that those 2 cards are not going to be very playable, so you don't need to worry about that. The third thing about being scared with playing this deck is Greninja Break. But Greninja Break on the other side will lose that X and Y Water Shrieking Greninja, and it will not be that much powerful as it was, especially against Gyarados, because you can actually control Greninja by playing Hex Maniac, and it's just easy, trust me. I played a lot of matchup against Greninjas and actually managed to beat them very well. So once you actually have Magikarp, all you really need to do is just put that Fighting Fury Belt, and you can have your Magikarp on the bench who can actually survive Jump Water Shuriken. So that's just amazing. But of course, you don't need to have any damage counters on it. On the other side, any other card that can actually make you a problem might be that Bursting Balloon. But then again, Bursting Balloon, I don't know actually. Bursting Balloon, not a big deal. And also, the last thing that it's very notable for this deck, why it's very good for the future format, we also lost that Starly Megaphone 06, so your opponent cannot discard your special energies and tool cards, which is good. So you can have Fighting Fury Belt, you can have Flowstone, you can have a special energy attached on it. The only thing that can actually help your opponent to control and win the game against you is maybe chance to one-hit you knockout, and maybe Jirachi with a Stardust and Enhanced Hammer, but a lot of decks actually does not run that. Also, with Flareon in play, you can hit for the weakness decks like a Sceptile, so you can one-hit knockout Sceptile and Mega Sceptile. With Jolteon, you can actually one-hit knockout Evoltal EX and Evoltal's Lugia EX. Lugia EX will also be playable in the future format, same as the Lugia Break, so trust me, this deck is actually made to be playable and strong against pretty much every deck. So yeah, running 4 Magikarps and 4 Gyarados as the main attacker, so as I mentioned earlier. So basically with full retaliation, even with the single Magikarp, you can hit for like a 90, and you can hit for the weakness for 180 any of your opponent Pokemons in play with the Flareon, and with the Jolteon, who actually have weakness on fire, lighting, and water. So you can hit 3 different types for the weakness. The also good thing is that with just a single Magikarp and Fighting Fury Belt and 1 more Rainbow Energy, you can hit for like enough damage for the knockout with the weakness to one-hit knockout even those Pokemons who had attached Fighting Fury Belt. So yeah, let's move to the deck list. So 16 Pokemons, 38 trainer cards, and 6 energies. So as you can see, 2 Eevees, 1 line of Flareon and Jolteon, 4 Magikarps, and 4 Gyarados as the main attacker. Trust me, you need to have 4 Gyarados. Don't listen to another players who actually says, no, 3 Gyarados is just enough. No, it's not. Trust me. I played a lot with this deck, and having 4 Gyarados in a deck is actually what you need to have. 2 Remorites and 2 Octilleries with a Beazle hand. When you can actually set up 2 Octilleries on your bench, you can just do magic with them. From actually cards that can search my deck for a Pokemon. I'm running 4 Die Balls, so I can actually search any kind of water Pokemon that I need with the Die Ball. In addition to that, I also have 2 Level Balls, so I can actually grab any under 90 HP Pokemon. So pretty much every except for the Gyarados. 1 Enhanced Hammer is good, especially against Giratina, because since I'm running 1 Enhanced Hammer, I can scrap that Double Dragon energies attached to it, but I can also control the game by fighting 2 Puzzle of Times at the same time, so I can actually repeatedly use Enhanced Hammers, Enhanced Hammers, and Enhanced Hammers. 2 Enhanced Hammers are good, so if you expect to play against a lot of Giratinas, you will definitely need in your deck 2 Enhanced Hammers, and that's pretty much all. If you play against a lot of Giratina EX decks, you need to have 2 Enhanced Hammer in your deck, trust me, so you can actually in 1 turn discard your opponent Double Dragon energies. So once you are able to discard all 4 Double Dragon energies, you're pretty much good to go to win that matchup. 2 Level Balls. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time, so with playing 2 copies of Puzzle of Time at the same time, I can actually grab any 2 cards from my discard pile, so I really love the Puzzle of Times. They're just underrated card. I mean, a single puzzle is like $1, and in my opinion, that's just too cheap. Also, 1 copy of Super Road, so you can put back those Magikarps and Gyarados into your deck. 4 copies of Trainer's Mails. So if you ask yourself what to cut for another Enhanced Hammer, move 1 Trainer's Mail and add another Enhanced Hammer if you have trouble against Giratinas. 4 copies of VS Seeker from supporter card, of course, Hex Maniac. Don't even try to play this deck without Hex Maniac. You actually need Hex Maniac, and without Hex Maniac you cannot win against a lot of decks, especially against Greninja Break, so you need to have Hex Maniac. 1 Lysander, 6 drop supporters, 2 N and 4 Sycamores. Teammates is card that actually needs to be in this deck. Without Teammates and Hex Maniac you can't play this deck. There are 2 crucial cards you need to have in your deck, so being knocked out you can take any 2 cards you actually want, so they can be any 2 cards that you need in that situation, like a 2 Puzzle of Time or 2 Enhanced Hammer. 2 copies of Wally for maybe turn 1 Octillery or Gyarados, depend on the situation you actually need, but I prefer to get turn 1 Octillery in play. 3 Team Magma Secret Bases, so actually that's the card that we actually need to have in play, so we can put those damage counters on the Magikarps. 2 Fighting Fury Belts, 2 Flow Stones, 6 energies in total, playing 4 Double Colress, and 2 Rainbow Energies who can actually increase the damage that I can do with my Magikarp for 10 more, for 30 more, but it can also help to use that trash just in case you don't actually have another Magikarp in play. So that's my deck build or deck list for a Gyarados Evolution deck. So it's pretty cheap, it's pretty effective, it's pretty good, especially for the future Primal Clash 1 format. So I will definitely show you that in one of my matches. Also, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on CCGCastle.com. Being new customer to the store, you can get 5% discount on your purchase by typing TCG Center 5 code. And later, you can also get more bonuses and codes and stuff like that. So definitely check out CCGCastle.com for the Pokemon merchandise and sealed and products and stuff like that. So let's move to the game test, guys, so you can actually see this deck in the real action. Alright, guys, so welcome to the game test for this Gyarados Evolution deck. So I actually lost the coin flip, so that means that I will start second, which is not that bad, I guess, because I can actually start to apply some pressure on turn 1 if I can actually hit something like a Wally. I see some Eevusodas and a regular and Splash Energies, so that might be some kind of a Greninja Break deck. So yeah, definitely Magikarp does not have a very good matchup against Greninja. Especially in current standard format. But in the future standard format, when we lost that Greninja from X and Y, definitely Magikarp can actually fight somehow with Hex Maniac for sure, in my opinion. So there's a Die Ball for the Froakie. Probably I'm going to miss that turn 1 attacking with my Magikarp. I can definitely see that, but at least there is a Die Ball in my hand, so I can actually go for a Remoraid. I can attach energy at least, and I can try to go with my Trainer's Mail for something. So first I will search my deck for one of my Remoraids. I need to have that additionally a draw support. But then again, I also have an enhanced hammer in my hand, and that's definitely a strong move if I can find it, because my opponent actually just attached its splash energy right now. Let's see what I can find with my trainer's mail. Look at this. It's a enhanced hammer, so who could believe that? I actually can't believe that I actually managed to find that enhanced hammer, so in my opinion it's definitely a very good move. So I'm going to play my N. Hopefully I will find a stadium and maybe a few more Magikarps. Right, there's a stadium card but no sign of the Magikarp, so I will just play my trainer's mail one more time to see maybe if I can grab, just a puzzle of time, but I guess I don't want to play puzzle, but I maybe can take one and rearrange the top 3 cards. I will actually pass by doing that. I'm going to attach it Floatstone, and I'm going to pass for now. So for the next turn, I will play my Team Magma Secret Base. I will go with my V Secret for N. It would be very good if I can find maybe top deck Magikarp or something like that. I just didn't want to waste my puzzle of time to see the top 3 cards and rearrange them. In my opinion, it doesn't work to do that. On the other side, I help my opponent also by playing that N, but he's stuck in the active spot with that Ramrite, and as long as Ramrite is in the active spot, I can actually get a big advantage. So the bad thing is that I again need to play my N, so I'm forced to go with my N again. Hopefully this time is going to be a little bit better. So yep, there is a Octillery, which can give me a Abyssal Hand. But then again, there is also a Ramrite, and I guess a Level Ball. So I will take a big risk right here. I will grab one of my Magikarps, and I will actually try to grab my Gyarados with the Abyssal Hand. So I can go with Abyssal Hand for 3. That's definitely a lot. Alright, let's see. Yep, there's a Dipole. So look at this. Magikarp is 30 HP and it's 70 HP with the Fighting Fury Belt. So without damage counters on my Magikarp, I can actually survive the Giant Water Shuriken. So there's my Gyarados. Since I have double Colress energy and my Magikarp with 20 damage in play, I can actually take a first prize by knocking out my opponent Ramrite, which is definitely very important. So, oh, it's a Lysander, which is good. I can definitely use that. So he can promote his Roki in the active spot, try to search Frogadier, use that one to duplicate. Then again, I need to knock out one of his Pokemons, but I think personally that I will just go straight away with my Professor Sycamore. I just want to find a Hex Maniac. The Hex Maniac is a card that I really need and I really depend in this matchup. So I need to get Hex Maniac, and then turn after turn after turn, chance to actually grab something like V-Seeker over and over again and just shut down my opponent's ability, where my Gyarados can actually one-hit knock out his Greninja. So 3 Frogadiers, alright, it's definitely a powerful play if you ask me. I'm going to see a next... Well, I can play first Octillery, that's for sure. Then after that I can rearrange the top 3 cards and see the future. It's definitely not that bright in my opinion. It could be a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Professor Sycamore for 7 without playing Abyssal Hands yet. First, I'm going to play... I actually don't need to play my Eevee. I will probably bench down my Magikarp. But first, I will scrap the damage off from my Magikarp with the Fighting Fury Belt, so I can actually survive the attack. And then I will just put my Team Magma Stadium and place down my Magikarp, so he can have actually 20 damage on it. I will also promote my another Stadium, and I can even go with my Eevee, but I guess I just don't want to do that. But I guess I will put it down, just for the sake of the science, and we'll grab 2 cards. Alright, so there's a Dive Ball, but no sign of the card that I was looking for, and I was looking for that Hex Maniac. So I can take the knockout, 90 damage right there. It's not a lot of damage, but it's a knockout, and it's another Gyarados. Alright, let's see when my opponent will promote into the active spot. I definitely need more damage counters in play to be able to knock out his Greninja. So I can maximum do 150 damage in this situation. So there's Evo Soda for Greninja, and if he can find Wally for Greninja Break, then he can actually do a great job. So there is no Wally, so there's just another Evo Soda. And there is one more Greninja, both with the Shadow Snitching, so I actually like that. Yeah, there's a volley, so I will actually see one John Water Shuriken, and I was very scared about that. That means that I will lost one of my Magikarps, and that Magikarp will be the one with the 20 damage counters on it. Oh no, so he actually decided to go to knock out my Gyarados. And I'm kind of impressed by seeing that move, so he definitely wants to knock out my Gyarados, and that's even better in my opinion, because I can have one of my Magikarps preserved on the bench, so that's definitely a big thing for me. And he just decided to retreat, and probably hit me with the Moonlight Slash for the 80, so he can actually knock me out, so that's 140 damage in total. Unfortunately, I cannot increase the HP on my Gyarados. I will promote first my Artillery because I have Flowstone attached on it. Oh, look at the top deck. A Hex Maniac. So there's just Dive Ball, but I don't have another Magikarp. Unfortunately, that's sad. So what I need to do, I need to evolve my Gyarados on the bench. Put the double color synergy on it. Play my Abyssal Hand. Hopefully I can find something like a Super Road, maybe. You gotta be kidding me. Super Road has a top deck, so I guess I can get better than this. And right now, what I'm looking for is like Abyssal Hand for Dive Ball, so I can grab another Magikarp. That would be probably too much. Never mind, I didn't play supporter cards, so I can choose between playing a turn of Hex Maniac. Well, definitely it's worth to do that. It's not a lot of damage with full retaliation, it's just 90, but then again, next turn I can actually knock on my opponent. He's not able to play that John Water Shuriken, so my bench is safer now, but also my Gyarados is safer now, so there's another Dive Ball. I'm down to 4 prizes, my opponent is down to 5 prizes. There's another Greninja break, so he's going to evolve his active Greninja. Okay. So I would like to see something good as a top deck. Something good like a V-Seeker. Even better, something good like maybe even Puzzle of Time, but also something good like a Dive Ball or any kind of Level Ball or any kind of Magikarp would be also pretty badass. So I'm also thinking about Fighting Fury Belt. That Fighting Fury Belt can also help a lot. So there's a Dive Ball for my opponent. He still don't have a drop support, which actually helps me a lot. So there's Ramorite. So you can imagine that one Greninja break costs like $20, and pretty much the most expensive card in this deck is Artillery, like $10. So there is one energy, and this is definitely going to be maybe even no, actually Moonlight Slash for 80. So what I need one Magikarp, one Rainbow of Energy, and something like Fighting Fury Belt, so I can one-hit knock out my opponent. I can actually one-hit knock out my opponent Greninja in play. What I can do right here, not too much, I guess. I'm forced to play my Sycamore, but before I do that, I will first try to find something with my Artillery, something good with one Abyssal Hand. Come on, give me something good. Just another Professor Sycamore, so I guess I will play that. Ooh, this looks just fantastic. If you ask me, this is just fantastic. There's a Dive Ball and 2 pieces of puzzles. I can take one Magikarp, put it down into my hand, and I can one-hit knock on my opponent right there, just easily. So right now I can hit for 150, but look at this magic. I'm going to put any 2 cards from my discard pile back into my hand. So I'm going to put back maybe 1 card that I need. For sure I need Rainbow of Energy, and what else I can pick? I can pick Super Road. No, I need actually Fighting Fury Belt. What I'm talking about. Where is my Fighting Fury Belt? I don't have Fighting Fury Belt, but maybe Trainer's Mail can give me one? This is the whole different situation right now. Let me see. Oh, actually I have Fighting Fury Belt already. What I'm doing. So I need Hex Maniac. Alright. Energy Attachment. Boom. I can even play one of my Abyssal Hands. Oh, it's a Trainer's Mail. I don't want to play it yet. So full retaliation for 180, and I can smile to my opponent Greninja. I actually managed to one-hit knock out his Greninja break. I can take 1 prize. It's a VS Seeker, which is good. It's definitely a strong move right there. But he can actually knock out my Magikarp on the bench. I need to find a way out to increase my damage to knock out his Greninja break right now. So it's on the 90 damage. So I need to do 80 more. And so far I can hit for the 90 in case he knock out one of my Magikarps. And then I need to evolve into my Gyarados. So that means that I will be out of the attacker. Alright, so he actually decided to knock out my Gyarados with the Giant Water Shuriken, and that's the biggest mistake he ever does. I will give him my Flareon into the active spot. Actually, take a big risk right there by putting that Flareon into the active spot. Oh, luckily he have energy cards, so that means that he will knock me out. So I will preserve both of my auxiliaries, plus I will have my Magikarp in play. So I guess the biggest mistake my opponent does. And look at this, it's a auxiliary into the active. It's a Gyarados, so I need to find a double colorless energy. And the question is, do I even have double colorless energy left in my deck? So I will pick a Teammates, and I will find that out. So if I don't have double colorless energy, that's GG, I guess. No sign of... Oh, the last one, it's a double colorless. Okay, and what else I can take? Probably not too many. I guess just a VS Seeker. So I'm going to attach double colorless, knock out my opponent Greninja. I cannot play supporter card, I cannot play anything else. So full retaliation for 120, I can take 1 more prize card. Hopefully he's not going to be able to knock me out. So there's 1 more Magikarp, which is a good thing. I have that Hex Maniac in my play, so I can actually use it to knock out my opponent next turn. And shut down also ability, which is the most important thing. So I'm very close to win against Greninja Break. Will I be able to win? Who knows. I also have my VS Seeker in my hand, so I can actually just grab something like a Lysander. Lysander his Greninja on the bench, take the knockout over it, and smile to my opponent's face again. So I guess that's the best thing that I can actually do. It's even better than go with the Hex Maniac in my opinion. So getting Lysander his Greninja on the bench, or hitting with the Hex Maniac. Which of these 2 actions is actually better? I still don't know. Actually, still don't know. So there is 1 more Magikarp down to the bench. One thing is for sure, next turn he can have Greninja Break in play. But he can also have Greninja Break in play with something like Eevosoda, and I know that he has Greninja Break in his hand. Well, I can take a risk right there. I can play Hex Maniac. it's very hard to take decision right there which supporter I should go. A Hex Maniac. If I go with a Hex Maniac, I guess I definitely have victory right there. So I will play just Hex Maniac and go straight away with the full retaliation, because right now he can do maximum damage output like 100, like a 80 with that Moonlight Slash. And I have like a 3 V-Seekers in my hand, so all I really need is just Lysander, one of his banished Pokemons, and I actually managed to win a Greninja break. This is just fantastic in my opinion, especially for this type of the deck, who is actually built on the budget. And trust me, Greninja break is not a budget deck. One Greninja break is like $20. The other cards are like cheap, but that Greninja break definitely makes a big difference right there. So there's a Greninja break, so he can actually just use either way Moonlight Slash or Shadow Stitching, but he cannot use Jarvan or Shuriken. And I'm going down to one card, not a big deal. I have 2 Abyssal Hands. I can use 2 Abyssal Hands to get VA Seeker, and I guess this is definitely easy to find. I also have my Puzzle of Time, so I can definitely use that. So I think this is pretty much GG for my opponent. The only thing that can save him is somehow to knock out my Gyarados, but that's definitely not going to happen this turn. And I just need, again, a one V-Seeker, or even not. So let me see how many damage I can input. I can actually hit for 180. I don't even need to have V-Seeker, but I can actually try to hit for 210 with just one more Rainbow Energy. So 30, 50... 180. Yeah, I can hit for 180 right now, so not a big deal. And there's probably, yeah, victory. I mean, the only thing that he can do is just hit me with Shadow Snitching and shut down my abilities on Artillery, so that's the only thing that he does. But that would definitely help him if he had that Startled Megaphone, but it's out of the rotation, so he was not able to actually knock out my Gyarados. So once again, there's the full deck list. As you can see, I managed to beat that Greninja break with this Gyarados Evolution deck. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button or dislike button if you don't like it. Subscribe to the channel if you already didn't, and yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I will also announce the winner for the Skyla full art card, so definitely stay tuned also for that, and of course for the new deck video and for the new deck giveaway video. So once again, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and goodbye.